Hello again YouTube, Order513 here for another video review. Today we have the Studio Series Transformers original movie 2007 Megatron, Voyager class. So to start off, he is a fantastic figure. You can tell by the lighting that he's covered head to toe in silver paint. There's a few spots that are the darker grey plastic, but it doesn't degrade from the figure at all really. These sections here are a lighter grey plastic, but as you can see, he's a fantastic representation of the Cybertronian jet mode. You can see his weapon attached there. I'll take it off just to show off the unpainted plastic on this. A little bit disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. I don't really display them with this. We'll get more into this later on in robot mode. So yeah, you can see all of the lovely moulded detail on this guy. Very Cybertronia, somewhat jet-ish mode. You can see his little head peeking out from underneath there. A fantastic representation, as I've already said. There's not much more to say. There's no landing gear to speak of. He sort of rests in this sort of relaxed pose, but any knock will send him wobbling. You would think that these would perhaps be landing gear. They do protrude a tiny bit. Sorry for what was in there, those, but alas they don't. Anyway, not much more to say about the vehicle mode, so other than the detail. So for now, we'll just get into transformation, I suppose. To start off, what you're going to want to do is just kind of begin untabbing everything. These leg sections will fold up, the entire leg sections will detach, including these wings. Just detach from the abdomen there, fold it over. These tail fins will just fold down and go in a sort of behind the leg. For now, they do tab in to these winglets in a little while. The toes, just fold them down, fold the feet down and sort of flatten them out. We can sort that later. These wing sections fold up and they tab onto this little notch here. Just tab it over. These wing sections, they all fold in, which is a really nice touch. It's quite an impressive wingspan. So to start off, fold this wing up like so. This end section will fold in. This section will fold down. This section here will fold around and flat in. This will then fold up against that wing. This section will then come down. So you basically just collapsing the entire wing all the way around and then into the leg like so. This tail section I mentioned before then comes up and tabs into this slot here. If you've got everything situated, then it should, there we go, just pop in like so. Second leg is exactly the same, however mirrored. Again, folding all this, folding it all up, fold this up, bring it round, tab it on, like so, fold that down, down and down, backwards around, lock it in, push everything past itself, there we go. Tab this wing section into that tail fin, fold the feet out like so, and we can stand him up. I will move the camera up because he's starting to get quite tall. This back panel will then detach completely from there. You then want to open these sections all the way out to the front. This nose cone section will fold in and around itself like so, and then again all the way around and inside of the body. You then want to fold these arm sections back so that they're sort of, these two tabs are facing towards you or away from you depending on which way. You then fold this down. Oh, the head section in fact does fold from this resting position downwards, fold it forward, and then just sort of try and situate everything so that it tabs these grey sections, tab into the backpack, same on both sides. Once you've got everything lined up, it does tab it in quite superbly, very sturdily. There we go. Then fold these sections up, click them in. Same on this side, click it in. Situate the head however you wish. You can bring it back, you can bring it forward. I like to have him sort of tall as he was in the original movie. He changed his stance quite a lot through the series. And essentially, there we have him. I'll try and get the camera situated so that I can get them all in. There we have him. In the back. There we go. A very, very nice representation of the 2007 movie Megatron. Fantastic sculpting. You can see on the chest here all of the detail. I'll bring him in and situate the light on him. You can see all of this moulded detail. It's fantastic. All carries down with the legs, the thighs, the feet, the arms, the hands even, shoulders, and really the true gem of this piece is the head. All of this tiny little minute, you can't really tell on this camera, but he is very, very shiny. It looks more matte on this camera, but you can truly see, perhaps if I turn my light off, you'll be able to, there we go, see it a little more clearly. You can just see all of the fantastic sculpting in there. His teeth even sculpted, his eyes, his crest. Fantastic, truly fantastic. I'll set him back and we'll get down to some articulation. Well, actually, first of all, we'll show off how this weapon integrates. So it's very simple. Basically, you just want to fold the hand back in, and then this elongated section will just tab into that slot you've opened up, and that's essentially it. You can sort of pose however you want. This is quite bendy plastic, however it doesn't retain a pose. I guess for play factor you can sort of thwack Autobots on the head with it, but it would be nice if maybe there was a wire in this, so you could get them in sort of a this sort of pose with them flailing this behind him maybe. But unfortunately we don't get that. This is only the studio series, it's not a masterpiece or anything. I do believe the masterpiece of this guy does actually have some articulation in this accessory. I don't have him to hand. May pick them up in the future, but as of right now I don't have them. Right, so we'll get into the articulation. The head is on a ball joint, full 360. It's also on a smaller hinge in there, and this bigger hinge in the chest, so you can have them in a variety of poses as you wish. The arms come out this far, full 360 rotation, bicep rotation around 90 degrees, maybe just over at the elbow, and some wrist articulation there. No waist swivel, which is unfortunate, but I can see from the moulding and the transformation that wouldn't really be possible, so I can't fault them for that. The legs here, universal joint, forwards, backwards, outwards. Not really a full 360 just because of the sculpt, but you can get quite the splits. Again, the sculpt does draw back from that a little bit, but you get a decent kick. Thigh rotation, 360. A very, very generous knee because of the transformation, but it does sort of lose some of the sculpt. As you can see there, it does break that up quite a lot, which isn't ideal. And that's it. Oh well, we have some foot tilt, toe movement, heel movement, but that is it for the articulation. As much as you could want really from a Megatron. Like I say, he's a fantastic figure. You can get him in some great sort of very dynamic posing. He doesn't, I wouldn't say he has any iconic poses from the original movie, but anything you can think of you can probably get. Like we have this sort of pose there, which is fantastic. We'll line him up and do some final thoughts on the figure. Put this behind him just to show it off. Final thoughts. So great sculpting, mediocre posability, but it's all you could want really from a Megatron. Fantastic movie likeness, great price point. I managed to pick this guy up for, I think it was around about under £25, maybe like $22.99 or something, which is fantastic for the price what you get. Great size. He scales very well with a lot of the Studio Series, as is expected, and a lot of other movie figures actually. Even the Masterpiece Barricade, I think, scales quite well with them. Although obviously Barricade is very small in the movie compared. But yeah, final thoughts, he's great paint, great posability, great sculpt, a great figure overall. Very pleased with this guy. So that's it, wrapped up. Thank you guys for watching. I am Order513. As always, stay safe. I'll catch you in the next video, which will be I believe the Siege Refractor figure. I do have 3 copies of them, so I'll be able to show off the camera mode in that too. See you in the next one. Thanks guys.